Welcome back to The Bible Says What? Today I will summarize Revelation chapter 21, where John described the new heavens and the new earth, and described the city called the New Jerusalem. After the great judgment day where everyone was judged and where the old heavens and earth dissolved, John saw God create a new earth with a new heavens. On this new earth there was no ocean. God said, "Look, my dwelling place is now among the people. They will be my people and I will be their God. I will wipe every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death, crying, or pain. The old order of things has passed away." John continued recording God the Father's words. John wrote that God said, "It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. To everyone who is thirsty, I will give them water from the spring of the water of life, for free. Everyone who is victorious will inherit all of this. Come, everyone. Please come." One of the 7 angels who had the bowl judgments told John, "Come here, I will show you the bride of Jesus." The angel took John away in the Spirit to a great mountain. John saw the bride of Christ, but it wasn't what he was expecting. John saw the new city, the New Jerusalem, coming down from heaven. The city was called the Bride of Jesus. It was brilliant and shining like a precious jewel, and was clear as crystal. It had 12 gates, and 12 angels were at the gates. On the gates were written the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. 3 gates were on each side of the structure. The walls of the city had 12 foundations, and on each one was the name of one of Jesus' apostles. John saw his own name on one of the foundations, and he was humbled and amazed. The angel told John to write down some details about the city. The base of the city was square, and each side was 1,400 miles long. It was as high as it was long, so the exterior of the walls of the city were in the shape of a pyramid in all likelihood. The walls were 200 feet thick and were made out of jasper. The city streets and structures inside were made out of pure gold, and the gold looked almost transparent because of its purity. The foundations of the city were decorated with many precious stones. Each gate was made out of a single large pearl. There was no temple or church in the city. John mentioned that since God the Father and Jesus were living there, there was no need for a temple. There was no moon or sun in this city to give light either, because both the Father and Jesus emitted enough light to keep the whole large city illuminated. On no day will anyone ever shut the gates of the city. Nothing impure or sinful will exist anywhere other than the lake of fire, so there was no need for the gates to be shut. Only those people whose names were written in the Lamb's Book of Life had permission to live there. The most important verses in this chapter are Revelation 21, 4 through 7, which state, "And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are faithful and true. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son." The thing I think the Lord wants us to understand after reading this chapter is that he will be creating a new heaven, a new earth, and a new city called the New Jerusalem for all of his children to live in forever. God himself will leave heaven and will live on the new earth with his people. God made sure that John wrote down many descriptive characteristics for all of us to read if we are interested in what our future city looks like. If we are truly a Christian and truly placed our faith in Jesus and his finished work on the cross. Will you be permitted to enter New Jerusalem where God will live with his people forever? Do you want to drink freely from the fountain of the water of life? If not, why not? God is patiently waiting for you to come and place your faith in Jesus. Repent for your sin and turn to Jesus for salvation before it's too late. Jesus humbled himself and died on a cross to pay for your sin. The Father raised Jesus from the dead and exalted him to the highest place. Ask Jesus for mercy, forgiveness, and salvation. Hey, thanks for watching the Revelation chapter 21 episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Subscribe if you want to keep up with these daily videos too. See you next time.